Welcome to Crypto30 Insights.
New York, September 13th, 2025. Okay, everyone, I need you to look closely at this. This is not the Bitcoin price chart. I'm going to repeat that. This is not a price chart. This is the BTC dominance chart on the weekly time frame. It measures Bitcoin's percentage of the entire crypto market capitalization. Think of it this way. If the entire crypto market is an empire, this chart shows how much of that territory King Bitcoin controls. And right now, the king is losing ground, fast.
Look at that blue trend line. That was a line of support that held since the middle of 2022. For over 2 years, every time Bitcoin's market share touched that line, it bounced hard. But a few weeks ago, it broke. This isn't a minor dip. This is a structural seismic event, a crack in the foundation. A multi-year support line has been violated, and that is an incredibly bearish sign for Bitcoin's dominance.
Now, let's drill down into the indicators because they're telling an even more dramatic story. First, the RSI. Your analysis mentioned it was heading towards overbought, and it's critical we correct this. It's doing the exact opposite. It is plummeting towards oversold. Look at that number, 3283. Oversold is below 30. This tells us the downward momentum for BTC dominance is incredibly strong and aggressive. The momentum is completely with the bears. And before this crash even happened, we saw a massive bearish divergence. The peak in BTC.D in early 2025 was higher than previous peaks, but the peak on the RSI was lower. That was the early warning sign that the uptrend was running out of steam.
And if the RSI wasn't enough, just look at the DMI, the Directional Movement Index. This is the nail in the coffin. Your analysis on this one was spot on. The -DI line in red, that's the sellers, is at a staggering 30.27. The +DI line in blue, the buyers, is all the way down at 1180. Not only are the sellers in complete control, but the gap between these two lines is widening. It looks like an alligator's mouth opening up. This confirms the downtrend in dominance isn't just happening, it is accelerating.
So, what does this all mean? Does it mean money is fleeing Bitcoin? Not exactly. It means money is flowing like a tidal wave out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the textbook definition of altcoin season. What's the crowd doing right now? They're just starting to notice. They see Bitcoin's price is flat or dipping, while random coins in their portfolio are suddenly up 20%, 50%, even 100%. That feeling of FOMO, fear of missing out, is starting to bubble up. They're about to start selling their BTC to chase green candles in alts. And the market makers, the whales, they're already steps ahead. They created this rotation. They started quietly taking profits on Bitcoin weeks ago, using that liquidity to accumulate promising altcoins while they were still cheap. Now they're simply letting the market run, pushing alt prices higher so they can eventually sell them back to the FOMOing crowd at the top. For the US market, this is a game changer. Trading volumes on Coinbase and Kraken are about to shift dramatically. The BTC-USD pairs will cool off, but pairs like SOL/USD, AVAX/USD, and other alts are going to explode. The Bitcoin ETFs might see a slowdown in inflows. This chart is a warning, but it's also a golden opportunity. It's a warning that just holding Bitcoin right now might mean you underperform the market significantly. But it's an opportunity to intelligently reallocate capital into solid altcoin projects before the real mania begins. This is a time for decisive, yet careful action. The altcoin wave is coming. And this chart, this is the treasure map.